Hi everybody! Welcome to another month of book banging. I didn't get to participate in book banging last month, which was really sad because the topic was angels, and I guess I don't read books about angels. Fail. So I was really sad about that. So I'm really excited about doing book banging again because I love swinging over boys with you guys, and I have hot men to talk about, and I need to get all my feels out. So the topic this month is military men, and oh boy, let me tell you, I have a thing for a man in uniform. I have four guys that I want to talk about, and then I have two hot men of the month. I thought I was going to have more, but only came out to two. All right, so let's get started. Number one is pretty obvious. If you guys know me, you're going to know who it is. It's Warner from the Shatter Me series. He is the head of some section. Section 19. Maybe I'm thinking of a different book. I can't exactly remember. But anyways, he is in charge of the military of this one section of the country. And he is hot. He's only 19 years old, and he's already this leader of this whole huge part of the country, which is crazy. And he's dangerous and sexy, and he's broken, and I can't even tell you how much I love him. I've talked about him in other book banging videos, but I needed to talk about him again. This is the last book in the series, and look at all these stickies. Most of these are Warner quotes, I guarantee it. Guarantee it. Seriously, from the second one, chapter 62, from this one, it's chapter 54, maybe? 52? I don't know. 50 something. He's my number 3 top book boyfriend of all time. He used to be number 1 for a really long time, but two other guys may have knocked him down a couple pegs. But he still has a special place in my heart, and he always will, because he's Warner, and he's hot as shit, and I love him. So I don't care if you are not a Warner fan, because I know there's a lot of Warner haters out there, and you can all get out of here. He is one hot military guy. Number 2, and also number 1, as it happens to be, my number 1 book boyfriend of all time, K.L. Westphal. He is the head of the guard, the captain of the guard, and I just love him so much. K.L. is that really quiet, stoic kind of guy. He's really loyal. He does anything that he can for Selena, but he's also really loyal to his job and who he is as a person, and I loved that about him. He tries to hide his feelings and contain himself, but he can't because he loves Selena, and I love the scene. I think it's in this book, maybe it's in the first book, I can't remember, but I love the scene where he's down in the courtyard or something, and Selena's up in the balcony, and he's looking up at her and basically wishing for her to look down at him, and she doesn't, but he's sitting there willing her to look down at him, and I'm just oh my god, I love you. So yeah, K.L. Westphal. By the way, I lied about their 4 guys. There's a lot more than 4. I just only have 4 books, so sorry. The next one is Tarver from These Broken Stars. Look at this pretty cover. I know, it's beautiful. Tarver is a survivalist. He's in the military. He's kind of a war hero in the world that they've built in this book, and he kind of is trying to fit in with the elite upper class now that he's a hero, but he can't really fit in with them because it's not who he is. But we get to see his awesome survival skills when him and this lovely woman, Lilac LaRue, which I had to say her name because her name is so fun to say, when they get stranded on some strange planet. And I don't know, I just love him. He's just so sexy. He knows how to find food, shelter, protect you from terrifying animals. If you read this book, you know what I'm talking about. Just crazy good. Love him. Love him. We got Sam from the Partial series by Dan Wells. This is the 3rd book. I haven't read it yet. Fail. Do you know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for my sister to reread the first 2 so that she can give me a recap on what happened in fragments, because I don't remember anything and I don't have time to reread it. So Megan, get on it. Read fragments so that I can read this. I'm a great sister. But Sam was created to be a super soldier. He has crazy mad skills, super hot. He can literally like just like kill you in 5 seconds and you would never know what was coming. But my favorite thing about Sam is watching him just kind of slowly come out of his shell and like experience human emotions that have kind of been suppressed since he was created to be a super soldier, and emotions currently get in the way of life. So I just loved reading about him and his journey doing that. And then at the end of Fragments, oh, Sam. I love him. I can't wait to read about him in this book. So excited. Okay, so then I have Aiden from The Summer I Found You by Jolene Perry. I don't have a copy of that book, unfortunately. I should get one, though. Aiden is he's a war veteran. He just returned from the Middle East, and he lost his arm. He's one hot war veteran, let me tell you. I loved how Aiden struggled throughout the book, just like dealing with his life now. Like, he lost an arm. That's a huge thing. And all he ever wanted was to be a soldier. So now he has to figure out, you know, what else is there to life? Like, what else am I going to do? And I just loved watching that. Oh, and the scene where he drives his car with the girl, Kate. I think it's Kate. I'm almost positive it's Kate. Oh, loved that scene. My favorite scene in the whole book. But I just loved Aiden and how he helps Kate along, but also at the same time he's helping himself. And I just loved everything about him. You should definitely read that book. It's so good. Then there's Hector from the Girl of Fire and Thorn series, which I don't really know how I don't own these books, guys. Someone slap me because I need to go buy them because I love them so much. Hector is the captain of the guard. Yes, I have a thing for captains of the guard. If they are captain of the guard, I am definitely swooning over them. Hector is, he's so loyal to Elisa, and I just love how much he cares for her and how deeply he loves her. Like, it's just, she's his everything, and I love that about him. He takes his job really seriously. He will protect his queen at all costs, and I can't even. You guys just go read this series if you haven't yet. All 3 books are out, so you can binge the whole thing. You should, because it's awesome. But seriously, Hector, love him. So that's all of my military men. Hot men of the month. Who should I start with? I'm gonna start with this guy. Frank Porter from Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. I got this book at BEA, and it totally lived up to all the hype. It was so stinking good. And Frank Porter is the romantic interest in this, and whew, I loved him. He is the epitome of the boy next door. Like, just totally awesome. I really seriously wanted to dive inside this book and make out with him a little bit. Seriously. Sorry, not sorry. He is everything that a girl would want. He's smart, athletic, sweet. Oh, I have such a huge crush on him. You guys should read this book if you haven't. It's awesome. And then my other one, Seth. Oh, Seth, I love you so much. I binge read the Covenant series last month, which I'm sure you guys know because I've talked about it nonstop on the blog. And then I read this book immediately after. Because I'm so in love with Seth. I can't help myself. He is so sexy. He's snarky. He's arrogant. He can destroy anybody / anything that comes near him. And, oh my goodness. He has mad skills. And I'm not just talking about his fighting skills, guys. I'm talking about his skills in the bedroom. Because if you read this book, you're going to find out about him, and you are going to need to take a cold shower because Seth is going to have you sweating and hot. I love him. In love with him. He actually has been bumped up to number 2. My number 2 book boyfriend. He bumped Warner down to 3rd place because I'm just so in love with Seth and I can't stop. I just want to pet this book all day. Is that creepy? Maybe a little bit. Not sorry about it. So that's it. Oh wait, I have one more. I just read Mortal Heart by Robin Lefevers, and the romantic interest, I'm not going to name him, but the romantic interest in that book I really enjoyed. There was some difficulty with at first when I found out who he was, but I just loved him. And Robin LaFever totally knows how to write spoony guys. I still love Duval best out of the whole series, but this one definitely gave him a run for his money and had me swooning all over the place. He's like dark and just delicious. So yeah, read those books, read all these books that I just talked about, and swoon over these boys with me. Who are your favorite military men? Let me know in the comments. Bye!